Hello, viewers and all lovers of Creative Ends International. Today, I'm bringing this gorgeous fascinator to your doorsteps. Wow! So I want to just do a quick explanation of how you can achieve this. I already have my cap molded. So if you don't know how to mold, maybe you watch other videos on how to mold, but the focus is on how to achieve this design. So I already have my molded uh, crown. We call that part crown, okay? And then I'm going to be using art wire to create the brim, which is the base part, okay? So that art wire I'm using is almost like 60 inches long, okay? So I folded, let's just say 50, use 50, it will be portable like mine. So after folding, I crossed and then I tie. This part that I am tying is very important. Usually, you see some challenges with this part, and that is if you do not hold it down properly, after some time, the wire will start pushing out from that part, and purging out of your fabric, all sorts of things if you don't do this part well. So please do it well. So I have this polka dots fabric I'm going to use to cover the base. Oh, no, the crown. Okay, so I just cut it out. But the main thing you can do if you don't want to use this method is to take the measurement of the crown that you use. Maybe it's 14 inches. So you use 14 by 14. It will wrap the already molded part. Okay, so I cut out this and then trim it to size because I don't really want to have too much stress when I'm trying to wrap it. Okay, and the type of wrapping I also did, I did not wrap the entire body. So I just went inward, apply my shoemaker gum, okay, evo stick. I just apply it and then put my fabric to cover. So this part I am doing, you can also do it using your hot glue. So whatever that is convenient for you is fine, but I think that doing it with hot glue will be easier because sometimes when you work with this glue and you are not so calculative, you will see that some part of it will not really sit well. Even while I was doing mine, I had some challenges where some parts were not really sitting well. I started to use my hot glue to fill it up so that I can have it to sit properly, okay, and achieve a good result. So to avoid that, you can just use your hot glue, but the liquid glue is okay. All right, but where you find anything not being okay and it's not sitting well, do not hesitate to use your hot glue to do the necessary corrections. Okay, so that's just it. So after I finish securing and wrapping, it's smooth, it's looking very okay. All right, we are going to proceed to how we are going to apply the net, veil net, veil, that very light net. Now what I did is that I do not need to fold into two. I decided I was just going to use a single cover. So when you are using a single cover, you have to be a little bit systematic with your work. Okay, this is because you don't have the opportunity of packing it up, tying at the middle and all of that. So all we have to ourselves is our hand and the liquid glue. So the liquid glue is what I'll first of all apply generously round the wire. Okay, it might look like invisible, but then it's going to help us to hold the net to the wire. Okay, so liquid glue, the glue I'm using, I think is E 6000. So you put it and then you have to pull tight. Okay, and for you to be able to do it with ease, you need to start to use your peg. Now, when you use the peg, it's not usually very tight, so you have to try to get to the, you know that there is a part of this peg that is actually responsible for holding whatever object tight inside. So you have to like, don't use the tip, push inside so that it will be able to hold your net and hold it tight. Please do not forget to really pull your net to ensure that it is very firm. In fact, when you are done, hit on the top of the net and see that it can resist your the pressure that you are putting on it. Okay, that will show you that it is tight. If it is not tight enough, it's not going to work. So now we are done. So now you allow it to uh, cool down a little. Okay, allow it to cool down a little, then you know that okay, it is strong. Now if you feel it's not strong, please do not hesitate to apply the liquid glue on the wire while the net is there. Do you understand? So now that you folded like this, you feel it's not strong, okay? Before you trim, use your liquid glue to touch on it again, okay? So that it can hold it tight, because that is a way of sewing it. You didn't sew, but that liquid glue is going to help you to secure it very well. So now to place the crown, which is the top part, we also apply liquid glue, all right, round it, okay? And then you have to really be sure of where you want to place it, okay? Then you place, and then you turn it over, turn it over. When you turn it over, it's going to allow you to be able to apply little kind of I'm sorry, little pressure on it, okay, that will now help it to glue properly. So don't put it down and be pressing it. When you do that, it's going to glue to the base, maybe the table that you put it, and it will cause problem for you. So you now trim open. When you are trimming open, you can see that I'm just trimming a little circle open. You don't have to trim all the net out. This will now allow you to have excess net that you can cut and now glue to the body of the cap. With this, you will be able to secure your brim to the crown easily, and of course without stress, instead of you trying to cut off the net and you start struggling with how you will attach it. This is how you just simply and easily attach it. So if you have watched this video to this point, it means that you love what I am doing. What are you waiting for to subscribe? We are looking at getting to 100K this year. You people should help me, please subscribe and let us move on. So this is what we have. So at first I thought I wanted to work with the color of the crown, so I tried doing that on this part, but I was not satisfied. That is because the fabric was not a stretchy fabric, and so by the time I finished sewing it, it was not really lapping and relaxing the way I want it. So I had to change it to the black one. So what you will do for me is to just watch the process I use here, and please take note of this simple fact that I said the fabric you should use in turning it should be a stretchy fabric. So even if you are going to work with satin, work with doshet satin, those satin that are stretchy, or you can work with a stretchy taffeta. Okay, it will be easier to for it to relax, and you will not have your edges rough, because sometimes the edges are rough when the fabric is difficult to work on. So when I did this, I didn't like the finishing, okay, so I had to like uh use a black one all right, instead of this. So I got myself a black stretchy fabric because I know it's still going to work with this. Okay, so and then I use it, but this is just the process. You start by sewing and then later you fold it over. Okay, when you fold it over, you give it a double turn. So when you give it that double turn, that is what you need, okay, to run that edge neatly. Now, some persons might want to work with bias. It's not a bad idea at all. So if you want to work with bias and you want to use your glue, not hot glue, please. You want to use your liquid glue. Don't use hot glue. If you decide that you are going to use bias to cover the net, so to cover the wire, don't use hot glue. Okay, it's going to be rough. So you apply your liquid glue and just start using your hands to pat it as you walk along the lines of the wire to cover. So that's how it works. Okay, so please do not use um hot glue. Just work with your liquid glue and you will achieve a perfect result. Okay, so you can see after I finished turning it, this was what I got. I love it. Oh, this was actually the concept I had in mind when I started it, but I didn't like the finishing. It was looking rough and not very, very smooth. Okay, so I had to change it to black. Again and again, I'm repeating that part. So do not forget to also add your elastic of 12 inches to the cap. All right, this will allow you to be able to style it easily. Okay, you will be able to style it easily, so do not forget to attach it. So this was it when I changed it to black. All right, so now what is left is for me to introduce the stick feather, and then um cover the inside. Okay, because the inside where we had to cut and relax that net, we still need to cover it to have a good finishing. All right, so this part, this that I added, I decided I was going to put it on top. So if you do not wish to put it on top, it's not compulsory for it to be on top. So if you do not wish to put it on top, you just go ahead and put it by the side, okay, of the cap. But I just chose the top. It's just a thing of choice. It's a matter of creativity. It's a matter of the picture you paint in your mind and what you hope to achieve with it. Okay, if when I did it this way I did not like it, I have the liberty of changing it to any design that I want. But then when I was done with this, I love it. It looks unique and very simple, but it looks classy, you know. So that's just it. So to cover that top, because I just want it to remain the way it is, I don't want it to get busy, I did not bother to introduce any form of embellishment. So I used the same fabric, okay, to just like cover the part where I sew, and this is the result I have. So finally I use black chest wording. This is a chest wording, you know, normal chest wording, the light one. So I use the black of it to like do the finishing on the inside, and it came out perfectly. I do hope you love what you have watched. If you like it, please go ahead and comment. Thank you. Okay, and I will see you in my next video. Please do not also forget to recommend our channel to your friends and people you know that are into this headwear business, especially beginners. We are here for them. Let them know that we are here for them. Introduce them to this channel so that whatever they can learn from us, they can learn and start cashing out. I'm telling you, there is money in this business if only you can get very, very creative. Thank you for watching. Bye.